year, and we're getting a whole bunch of MCU, random Marvel projects and TV shows. So right now I'm going to give out the Marvel projects this year from the worst to the best, ranked by anticipation, and this is my list. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I do a bunch of movie talking on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, share your ranking of the Marvel movies and TV shows coming out this year, ranked by your excitement. Also, this is just my list. This is just the ones I'm excited for. That's why I want you to share yours down in the comment section, because I would love to see your list. And I also have done more content like this over on my channel. You could check that out when this video is done. And with that said, let's get into the ranking. Coming in last place, I Am Groot. This is a series of shorts starring an adorable baby Groot. And to me, the stuff that you do with stories, you can't really do with a short. That's how I view this personally, but it's a short, sorry, baby Groot. I'm sure it'll be adorable, but not really much intrigue here, so it comes in last. Number 10, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, I am very skeptical about this film. I was actually pretty excited for it when they first announced it, but because I really enjoyed the first film, but because of the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman, I just see a lot of skepticisms of it, and without having Black Panther in the movie called Black Panther, I simply don't know how they're going to work this out, so can't really put it high on the list. Number 9, Morbius, a film that just doesn't come out. I mean, it has been delayed for the 1 billionth time just a couple weeks ago to April Fool's Day of all days. So it's kind of a joke in this manner. And I just think that I'm very skeptical about how they're going to do this, because I'm sure that it will be good, but me personally, we keep seeing these new trailers for it, and I'm just not very interested in seeing a new trailer for a film that has been delayed 1 million times. Number 8, Miss Marvel. Now, this is a show that I will check out. I have never been familiar with a Miss Marvel character, but I got to know a little more about her in the Avengers game from 2020. I have played that game, yes. And when it comes to that game, she's kind of another Mr. Fantastic in the Marvel Universe. And we know that Fantastic Four are gonna be introduced in here. So it's kind of strange that in the in the Marvel characters there's Miss Marvel and Mr. Fantastic. Just kind of strange, two people with the same exact powers. Just didn't really work to me. But when it comes to Miss Marvel, I think it feels a bit too kiddish, because with the little teaser they gave out, it felt a bit too kiddish. So I don't know if I'm the target audience for the show, so I can't really put it high on the list. Number 7, She-Hulk. Now, when it comes to these sorts of projects where they do a girl superhero out of a male superhero, or a male superhero out of a girl superhero, I'm not all that interested. But then with the little teaser that they gave out, I thought it was a bit okay, if you asked me. Like, I love that we're getting Mark Ruffalo returning in the show, but the thing that really hooked me was that Tim Roth was going to be returning as Abomination in this show. That is so interesting, because the film The Incredible Hulk has been sort of the black sheep of the MCU for a while now, and now Tim Roth from that movie is returning in The Incredible Hulk for this movie. So I am just really excited to see more of Tim Roth in this show, and I just wonder what they're going to do with him. Number 6, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. This is one that feels like a wacky James Gunn project. And taking the Guardians of the Galaxy, putting it in a holiday special, that just sounds awesome to me. Actually, a couple years back in 2020, they did something on Disney Plus just like that. It's called like the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. I actually really enjoyed that. I thought it was just silly enough for me to enjoy it. So I think that's probably what James Gunn will do with this show. Something that feels like the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special on Disney Plus. And we're seeing James Gunn work on something like this. That just sounds awesome to me. And anything James Gunn is working on, I'm intrigued. We saw like Guardians of the Galaxy, I have seen the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, just a bunch of stuff that he's done that's just so wacky and insane with superhero movies. So I'm sure this is a special that will live up to the expectations. Kicking off our top 5 is Moon Knight, a Disney Plus TV show that just had its trailer just like a couple days ago, actually. Now, when it comes to Moon Knight, I'm not really familiar with the character. I've never read a Moon Knight comic or anything. But the thing that hooked me was that Oscar Isaac, one of the A-list actors to date, chose to work on this project of all projects. That's what really intrigued me. And especially when their first trailer dropped a couple days back, I just thought that it is my type of show. I'm a huge fan of Batman, and Moon Knight, it seems like the Batman of the MCU. So this is one that I'm really excited for because it feels like, because of the trailer, it's going to be probably the Batman of the MCU. In fourth place is Secret Invasion, described as a show that will take Nick Fury and the Skrulls on a secret invasion. Now, when it comes to this show, I don't really know what to expect from it, because the last we saw of Nick Fury was on a space vacation with the Skrulls in Far From Home. But any project that is something like a secret invasion, I'm all ears for it. What hooked me was that it did star two-eyed Nick Fury in that little 1-second teaser that they gave out, where I guess that Nick Fury will return at being a spy in a secret invasion and teaming up with these aliens. That just sounds very interesting to me. It probably would have been in my top 3 if they did have a trailer or something like that. But I'm still very excited for this show. Kicking off our top 3, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. There's a lot of things that I am excited to see in this film. For one, Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange Supreme are in this movie. In the little trailer we saw at the end of No Way Home, and it just dropped onto YouTube actually, we saw Doctor Strange Supreme come out of nowhere near the end, and that's one of the best episodes of What If to me, the Doctor Strange Supreme one. And so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with Doctor Strange Supreme. You have Wanda from WandaVision and a bunch of other MCU projects as well returning in this film to team up with Doctor Strange. That also has me very excited as well. And you also have Sam Raimi, the guy that directed the Spider-Man trilogy of films, returning to direct another Marvel superhero film. Very interesting. It's rumored that Tobey Maguire will return to be Spider-Man in this film after No Way Home and all these 3 Spider-Man movies. It's also rumored that the X-Men are going to be in this film, and seeing the X-Men return, I've actually never seen an X-Men movie with like Wolverine in the theaters, so that's going to be very interesting to see to me. And I just like Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart. I hope they're in this film. And we have Chris Evans as Human Torch being rumored to be in this film as he returns to the MCU. There's just a lot of things I'm excited about with this film. Our runner-up is Thor: Love and Thunder. Now, this is a film that we have no trailer or anything like that, so you won't see any of those images I usually put up in this one. But we do have a little hint at what is going on in the film. You have Thor, obviously, teaming up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that just seems very cool to me, seeing them form the Asgardians of the Galaxy at the end of Endgame. That's just, I thought that would be fun to see. And what really hooked me was not the Guardians of the Galaxy or anything, not that Taika Waititi's, although I do like that Taika Waititi is working on this project because Thor Ragnarok, obviously, great movie. But the thing that really hooked me was that Christian Bale will play the villain. Christian Bale. He was the guy that is most famous for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy that I absolutely love. So I'm very excited to see why he would choose to be in the MCU, what he's going to do in the MCU, and being a villain that just really intrigues me. But coming in at number 1 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I am a huge fan of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That is the very first movie I went to an actual press screening for. And I don't know, that movie was just awesome. And to start off, you do have Miles Morales and Peter B. Parker and Spider-Woman returning in this film. And I love those wacky characters from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So that just sounds a bit awesome to me. And what also really got me hooked, it was not only Oscar Isaac chose to do Moon Knight, and he's one of the A-list actors. Right after that Marvel project, he decided to do Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 as Spider-Man 2099. That just intrigues me. In the trailers, it seems like Miles Morales is traveling around multiverses, and it looks awesome, and it's a very safe play for me. Unlike any of the other films and TV shows on this list, it's very safe, very excited, very cool to see Oscar Isaac do more Marvel stuff. So that just gets me excited. Therefore, it is my most anticipated of 2022 of all the Marvel projects. There you have it. Those are the Marvel projects to me in 2022, ranked from least excited for to most excited for. Be sure down in the comment section to share your ranking. Also, I have more content like this over on my channel. You could check those out. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button. And if you check out my other content, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one.